Hugh, I've watched. I didn't watch much of the NBA regular season compared to normal. Right, the Sixers season was virtually over in November.
Yeah, I mean we didn't choose to participate.
Yeah, no, we didn't. The Sixers certainly didn't. But as the playoffs started, I've checked back in and I've watched a decent amount, and it's pretty good the play so far. But what's caught my attention is I don't know any other word to use. For me, I'm jealous. Hugh, I have jealousy watching the Knicks because two reasons. One, they're better than the Sixers. They beat them last year. And two, I wish those guys were here. I wish Jaylen Brunson was a Sixer. I wish Josh Hart was a Sixer. Not only that they are Villanova guys, that's just a small part of it. The way they play, they were down 20 last night. Hugh, if the Sixers in the last few years were down 20 in Boston in a playoff game, what would they have done? Would they have come back?
Like a tent.
They would have rolled over. I mean, we saw it on Mother's Day 2 years ago. They would have rolled over and died. They had many games up there against the Celtics in the recent years where they were close or they were down a little bit and they roll over and die. Meanwhile, I turned that game on last night. I'm like, oh, Celtics are going to blow them out. And then I'm like, oh, it's kind of close. Now it's 9. Now it's 7. Now they're down 4. I was like, holy moly, are they going to come back and win this game? And then they did in overtime. I am so jealous watching the NBA playoffs that, one, the Sixers aren't part of it. They're not even close to being part of things. And that the Knicks are 3 wins away from the Eastern Conference Finals. You get any emotion watching the Knicks do this? Because it's certainly, for me, jealousy.
A little bit of jealousy. Because you're talking about a team in the Knicks that we played them pretty tough last year when we were healthy.
Yep.
And now you look at what they're being able to do. Karl Anthony Towns there, Jaylen Brunson, and those guys, man. Jaylen Brunson, remember last year in that series against against the Sixers? Everybody talked about he wasn't a star.
Yeah, he's a star.
He's a star now. Like, he's not a star. He's just a try-hard. He's a try-hard star now.
He's
like,
try-hard that scores 40 points every big game.
Yeah, and to have that kind of cachet and to fight through that 20-point deficit and bring them back to win in Boston, that's phenomenal. Against the defending champs.
I know.
Man, come on. Come on.
Yeah, I just have, every time they win a game, I'm jealous. I'm jealous that we don't have players that play like them, that play with the heart they have, and then they're just better. I mean, obviously they're better last year and they beat the Sixers, and now they're back while the Sixers season was over in November. Kyle, the emotion as the Knicks go up 1-0 on this. I mean, it's a lose-lose when those two teams play each other, but I don't know. I mean, it can just make more sense if the Celtics just beat them up.
I totally agree. I'm past the point of jealousy. Like the Sixers have stunk this entire season. They haven't gotten past the second round, and God knows how long. Can't even count anymore how many years it's been. But, like, I guess... so I'll say I'm jealous of everybody that's in the playoffs right now because I at least prefer having my team with a chance. And in the postseason, as small as that chance might be, I'm just annoyed at this point. Like, I need Boston to win this series. And I know that might anger some people who've been around watching the Sixers for a long time, and I know a lot of people grew up hating Boston and stuff. I have more hatred for the Knicks right now than I do Boston. I think I equate it to, it reminds me of last year in the Super Bowl when I needed the Chiefs to beat the Niners. The Niners pissed me off so much. Like they were so annoying.
The Chiefs thing.
The Chiefs were already great. They were already at the top. They're like a dynasty. They're the best team. I couldn't have had the Niners beat them too. And then it's like, wow, well, the Niners passed us. They also beat the Chiefs that like we couldn't. And now it's both of them above us. Like, I need Boston to take the Knicks out. I cannot have the Knicks beat the Celtics in this series and double the amount of pain that I have.
Well, I mean,
guess what's about to happen though? Knicks are going to win.
No, they're not. No.
I don't think so either.
No, Boston's going to win the series.
I agree with Kyle.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
But
the Knicks were lucky. First of all, Boston, the brand of basketball Boston plays annoys the
I know
living
they're
crap out of me.
20 and they're bombing threes.
Yeah, definitely.
It's
They're a better team.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
But like, they're not going to miss that amount of threes again in the series. I don't think. Like that was a bad performance by them.
Like 53 pointers.
Yeah, and they barely lost in overtime.
Yeah,
like they should shred the Knicks the rest of the way. And I'm happy for that.
But just the fact that the Knicks have a shot is so... I'm jealous.
It is. It's annoying.
Well, it's the combination. It's not just the franchise. Like that's the rivalry thing. It's the fact that I like the way they play. I wish
they play gritty. They play tough.
They play with heart.
They play with,
And I know everyone listening knows the Sixers would have rolled over in that same spot. They've done it many times.
I think as a Philadelphian, at least my age, I have much more disdain for the city of New York than I do Boston.
Yeah, Yeah, and then they came down
because
here.
the
and
Boston stuff was years.
Yeah, and plus, like,
came down here
New York's
flexing
our
and
rival
whatnot.
in every sport.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to see New York fans happy.
And meanwhile, Boston, it's not really in football. Other than
Yeah,
the
it's like, I mean, look,
Patriots
the
thing.
Mets just took us out of the playoffs last year. The Knicks did the year before to the Sixers. Like, enough with the New York stuff. I can't take it.
I watched it last night. I was like, oh, geez. I mean, like I agree with you in the point of it's just easier if the Celtics win that series